Hey class, bienvenidos a la clase para revisar el vocabulario y los apuntes de la clase 1, cómo tomar reservaciones por teléfono del curso Inglés para Trabajadores de Restaurante. En este video, en esta clase, vamos a revisar todo el vocabulario que salió en el tema de tomar. Hey class, gracias por ver este video. En este canal practicamos inglés relacionado con tu área de trabajo. Así que si gustas apoyar al canal, suscríbete, dame un like, un me gusta y en los comentarios deja el tema que te gustaría ver en las siguientes clases. Reservaciones por teléfono en inglés. También vamos a ver un poquito de cómo se va a utilizar este vocabulario o cómo escuchamos que se utiliza este vocabulario en este tema de tomar reservaciones por teléfono en inglés. Y lo vamos a hacer todo en inglés. Así que pon mucha atención porque tenemos verbos, tenemos sustantivos, tenemos unos adjetivos y luego formamos unas frases que tienen que ver con este tema del restaurante, inglés para restaurante. Ok, ¿listos? Vamos a hacerlo todo en inglés. Hey class, welcome to the vocabulary class or taking notes. These are the notes for class 1, taking reservations by telephone. Let's take a look at all the notes that we have for this class. We have some verbs, some nouns, and some adjectives as well. We're going to take a look at the verbs and the nouns. Key vocabulary for this class, verbs and nouns. And then in this class, we're also going to look at the special attention, which are the phrases that we form with these verbs and these nouns. These phrases are necessary to take a reservation by telephone in English for all. Okay, let's get started. So here we have the verbs and the nouns. The first thing we're going to do is check the verbs. So I'm going to go ahead and put the preposition for verbs, which is to. Obviously, everyone knows, right? Verbs are actions. So here we have the preposition to. It goes with all the verbs, especially if you're going to use it with another verb. First verb here we have to accept. Repeat with me so you can practice pronunciation. To accept, to address, to answer, to ask is, to care for something, to check, to copy, to end, to find out, to get something out, to greet, to identify, to make, in this case, a reservation, to offer, to reserve, to spell, to take a reservation, and to write. This is the list of verbs for this class, taking a reservation by telephone. Now let's look at the nouns. All the nouns use some kind of determiner. So we can use either an, a, or the, or some. For example, an agreement, an alternative, a contact number, a date, details, this one is plural, a floor chart, the head waiter, some information, this one's uncountable, a notepad, a number, a party, a record, a request, a reservation, a section. Hey class, muchísimas gracias por entrar a este video. En este canal subimos videos para practicar inglés relacionado con tu área de trabajo. Si quieres apoyar a este canal, apóyame dándome un like, suscríbete y comenta en el video cuál es el tema que te gustaría ver en la siguiente clase. Muchas gracias. A title, a window, a waiter. Remember that the nouns can be ideas, concepts, places, people, or objects. So this is the list of nouns that we have, and we obviously used articles like a, on, the, and some. And we also used prepositions with our verbs. So we have our verbs and our nouns for this class, taking reservations by telephone. We have a couple of others. Most of these are adjectives. Booked out, instead, non-smoking, smoking, and special. I recommend that you take the list of verbs, nouns, and adjectives and you look them up in the dictionary. Try to cover each one so as we move on with the course, your English is getting better and you're adding verbs, nouns, and adjectives to your vocabulary. So I'm going to help you a little bit. Make sure you take the dictionary and you look all of these up. But let's look at the special attention where we combine some of these verbs and nouns. For example, to make a reservation. In this class, the caller makes a reservation. To take a reservation. The waiter takes a reservation in this class. A floor chart. In this class, the floor chart is a plan showing all the tables and the parts of the restaurant. Details. Details are small items of information, like the date, the time, the number of people, the details for the reservation. A reservation record. A reservation record is a book that contains all the details of the reservations. What time, what day, and who made the reservation. A booking. A booking is one reservation. Booked out or fully booked. When the restaurant is fully booked, the restaurant is full. And you can't... Hey class, muchísimas gracias por entrar a esta clase y ver estos videos. Si te interesa el curso completo y quieres apoyar a este canal, entra al vínculo en la descripción y aprovecha material didáctico, pistas de audio, el curso completo y un descuento de 50% en todo el curso de inglés relacionado con tu área de trabajo. Así que si quieres apoyar al canal, entra al vínculo en la descripción, haz un perfil en la plataforma y aprovecha un descuento de 50% en todo el curso con material didáctico, pistas de audios y videos completos. Take any more reservations. No more tables are available. A special request. In this class, the caller asks for something extra, something more. Example given, a window table. Another example, a birthday cake. Next, identify yourself. It means say who you are. In this class, the waiter identified himself and identified the restaurant when he answered the phone. A party. In this class, a party refers to a group of people. Next, offered her an alternative. When you offer someone an alternative, it means you give another choice or you offer another possibility. One last note that we have here is that some girls prefer to use the title Miss instead of Mrs., especially when they're single or very young. All right, so these are the notes. This is the vocabulary for this class. Make sure you review the vocabulary in the dictionary, in your Cambridge Google Dictionary. You're gonna need this vocabulary for the next activity. The next activity are all the exercises. We're gonna do the exercises next. We're gonna practice this vocabulary that we just checked. So make sure you take your list of vocabulary and you go to the dictionary and do your homework. Deal? Hey class, muchas gracias por entrar a ver esta clase, este video. Si quieres un curso completo con material didáctico, pistas de audio, entra al vínculo en la descripción, crea tu perfil y aprovecha un 50% de descuento en el curso completo que incluye material didáctico, pistas de audios y las clases completas. Hey class, muchísimas gracias por entrar a este video y ver esta clase. Si quieres apoyar al canal, por favor suscríbete, dale like al video y en los comentarios sugiere el tema de la siguiente clase que te gustaría ver en el siguiente video.